And we are live from a snowbound Cambridge, Massachusetts, the capital city of the international internet. Is taking place right around me. The date is here. I've added 3 new things to my art collection today. I'm on a roll, Mr. Alan Joseph, and you are on a roll. You are going to get the sale that you need, and you're going to be raised to glory. I'm Dr. Lant. I'm speaking to you from the Cambridge, Massachusetts, United States office of Worldprofit at www.worldprofit.com. We have been doing this program, which is live, to 2 distinct audiences now for the longest time of anyone on the internet, the longest running live program ever on the internet. Because we have a studio audience now of well over 100 people, almost 150 people now. That'll go up to over 200 people during the course of the program. And we are recording thanks to the use of Miss Patrice Porter up there in Saskatchewan, Canada. She's helping us out. She does every day. She's going to be posting this on YouTube. Remember, everything you do and say from now on out, people, is going out to the world, so spruce it up. Try to keep it as clean as you possibly can. Mr. Alan Joseph is a candidate for one of our senior positions, and boy, he's hungry. Are you hungry, Alan? How many fingers?
Very hungry.
Hungry, Alan Joseph? Hungry? All right, he's hungry, so he's going to do wonders. And Mohan, sit down and listen to what I'm going to say. Today, we are continuing my series on what the hell is holding you back. We see the same people: Edward, Barkhouse, Mike McGinnis, Howell, Campbell, Mohan from India, Dwayne, etc. And 150 people in here. We keep seeing you every day. You come back and you make no progress. As the American way now dwindled to the point where just about success is the best we can do. You want to say something before we jump in here? You want to chime in or hammer it to the head? We're going to get inside these people and figure out what they are doing and why they are holding themselves back. The problem of the internet is not the internet. It's not technology. It's not the fact that there are certain scammers and all been done. The problem of the internet is that you're killing it. Your lack of responsiveness, your lack of creativity, your lack of enthusiasm, your lack of motivation, your lack of good work ethic, your lack of an ability to make a small investment, and I could go on and probably will. Alan, what do you want to say to these people to get us off to a good start?
Let's get in, get the training done, and let's start making money. I mean, that's the name of the game.
Now, I'm going to ask you a tough question here, Alan. You're a New Yorker. You say you're a Brooklynite, if that's the word. A Brooklynite. As a Brooklynite, why, and known for pinching pennies, why did you join us? Why did you stay? What do you see? And what can you deduce from those 3 points that will stimulate our guests today so that they can start making money and stop making excuses? Speak to them as a Brooklynite.
There's no place on the planet that has as many tools as profit. There's no place on the internet that has as much training as profit. There's no place on the planet that has as many products to make money, has as much traffic as Worldprofit. The price you pay per month, the price you pay per month is nowhere near the amount of money if you went and got it individually. Products you get, the training you get.
Go on, run a roll, keep going, man. Go, go, go.
The products you get, the training you get, the tools you get are worth thousands anywhere else. For $99.95 a month, it's unheard of. I mean, simple as that. Get on board, become profitable.
You know, I want to say something about this. I don't tell Joseph, any of my guests, every day what to say. I never tell them. I figure they're smart enough and they were to say what they're going to say. Did you hear what he said? He said, get over your phobia about spending $100. Most of you tonight will go home and go out to dinner tonight. Or you'll order in because it's snowing here in the east. And you'll pay $100 for a Chinese meal. It'll be tomorrow. It'll look like just a few crumbs. We're asking you for $99.95. Don't you even think of telling me that that's a lot of money. Because it's not. It's a drop in the bucket. We all know who are in business. All right, here's where we're going to go. This program is dedicated to Edward and Mike and Howard and Dwayne and all the 150 people looking in through the window. This is your opportunity to move ahead. Now, first thing that these people have got to understand is that every day that goes by without them having the tools, the training, the traffic, is a day gone forever. They're never going to reclaim it again and will make no money. If you're not making money after the internet has been around for over 20 years, we have Worldprofit onto the internet the very moment it was profitable. We have been making money on the internet for over 20 years. We're a Canadian corporation. We have the highest rating, the A+ rating of the Canadian Better Business Bureau. We are registered with the Canadian Corporate Authority. We have a perfect record with them. We have a perfect record with the Canadian Better Business Bureau. In short, we have submitted ourselves to be regulators, and we have passed with flying colors. Would you do as much? What if Dwayne had to go to the regulators? Dwayne, you haven't done anything. You've done squat. You've done absolutely nothing. When are you going to start? Edward Barhouse will use it to us. And here's Mohan. Mohan, I'm going to use you as my guinea pig. Mohan, do you hear me? Now, Mohan is in India. And if you're not making money in India, if you're in, let's look at some of these places where you're. If you're in Canada, the United States, and you're not making money in India, you're not a Worldprofit dealer. Our dealers make money everywhere on this planet, which is the smartest way of making money. How many of you want to work at home and make money from every country on this planet? How many of you want to do that? Tell me. Mohan, do you want to stay home in India and in the whole world without a couple hours? Do you? Tell me no, and I'll know how to place. Alan, what do you think? These people don't understand. You do. Now, Mohan, are you willing to put yourself in my hands and to accept my advice to get you to that point? You say you want to stay home in India, and you like it there, and you like your house, and you want to be able to work there. I can make it all happen. How about that? And I can make it happen right now before these folks. You ready? You ready to get serious? You're going to have to work with me, and I'm going to push you. Believe me, I'm going to push you. I don't like today's new men, Alan. Those lapdog husbands, people that creeps. Mohan, it's going to cost $2. Do you have 100 US? Have you got $100 US? I'm waiting. So we're looking for the tariff. How much does it cost? Yes, it costs. Okay, now Mohan is one of the 100% of people who come in here who have never seen $100, doesn't have $100, wouldn't know it if it fell and hit him on the head. Mohan, with all due respect, I love you, but it's a little white lie. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play your game, Mohan. How long do you think it'll take you to $100 together? How long? Don't say 200 or 300 years. In 10 days. Okay, now here's my response to that. Not good enough. Would you like the best offer, Mohan? Are you prepared to give up the best offer to get so that you can get 10 days and buy? In other words, if I were to do that, I'd strip you of every bonuses. Would that make you happy? Now we're going to find out. If he were a businessman, he'd now be screaming, "Oh, don't take my bonuses from me." He'd be grabbing them. Well, Mohan, 30 days. Now it's 30. See, it gets worse and worse. It's like a fungus. You give him a minute, it's later, money to 3 years. Mohan, not grasp. I'm prepared to make the following deal to you. Here's the, Ellen, I think what we're going to do, I'm not ready to read it. I think we should wait for a minute. Mohan, did you watch the video carefully, Mohan? Did you watch the video carefully with discernment, carefulness? Did you? 30 days. In a dream world. Well, Mohan, I suggest that you go back and watch the video so that you understand what you're going to get, including that all important traffic. Including that all important traffic. Members of this community, I'd like you each to post a message for Mohan and for all the people, for all the way of people that are looking at the traffic. Do you get traffic at Worldprofit? Do you get exuberant, unending, infinite, eternal traffic? I want you each to write a message on the board as if you had Dwayne in your hand and said, Dwayne, look at what my colleagues are saying. I want everyone in this room who is affiliated with Worldprofit to write a message about traffic. Do you get it? Is it good? Is it constant? Have you been fleeced by us for paying for it? Have you ever had to go looking for it? Tell the people the truth about the traffic, and the people will respond to the truth. Mohan, read what people are talking about on the screen. Dwayne Nelson, same for you. Alan?
Tons of traffic.
I want...
Plenty of traffic. More traffic than you can handle.
Keep it up, people. Come on! Come on! Or they say 40,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong. Well, here's the deal. Mark Allen says, we give you everything that you learn how to make money in this business or any other business you are trying to put on the internet. Good comment from Mark. Lisa says, absolutely the best. William Buck said, every day we do. Patrice Porter said, traffic is the lifeblood of any business, and Worldprofit, you'll get a lifetime of traffic. And Mark says again, the other guru will charge you more for the help on the next level, and so on. You get everything you will need to make money. The photo says, if you want to get traffic, are you hearing me, people? This stuff is not being made up. No one's being coerced. No one has a bullet to their head. Dwayne Nelson. Now I'm asking you, and I'm asking the 132 people that are looking in the window. You guys should be jumping over up and down and saying, give me it. Give me that traffic. Give me that old time traffic. Right? Why aren't you? This is the internet. Why do so many people restrict, constrain, imprison themselves? Why do this? What's your thought as you watch these people self-destruct here before an international audience? They are self-destructing, sitting up there going, boo.
Crippling fear.
What do you want to say to these
uncertainty people? Of themselves. Came here for a reason, and then they pause. That can be nothing else but fear. And maybe they've been burnt. Maybe they've been burnt in the past.
Maybe they stubbed their toe this morning. The bottom line is Dwayne Nelson waiting. Mohan waiting. Mohan, come back now. Mohan, you see what's on the screen? And people who are looking, do you see what I see? That I see one cover another about people who are happy with the traffic. And people lie. If I want to, people have integrity. Hell, you won't even give me a break. There's like integrity. Break the car. Alan. We've got Dwayne up there and says nothing. We've got 140 people who are sitting there doing nothing. This is your opportunity. Motivate them and motivate the world.
Dwayne, you have 1 minute. 1 minute to do something about it, or I'm going to have to remove you. I was just typing you a message. Come get the traffic you deserve. Come get the training you deserve. Come get the money that you can take care that you deserve. I mean, it's very simple. We have a dialogue. Let's speak about what's on your mind and why you even came.
Let's start talking about one aspect after another. I want to talk George Kosch. I know him very well. I've been a partner with George Kosch for over 23 years now. That's a long time. Most marriages are long dead by then. If you had to go down to Las Vegas to the marriage shambles and you say, I do you for 23 years, you probably would say I don't. George Kosch is not only a remarkable person, he is a empathetic person. You very rarely find business people who are both. George knows technology backwards. He knows more than all of us put together. Now, it's not hyperbole, that's the God's truth. If we put all of our collective brain cells together about technology, Alan knows it, that I know, and Patrice knows it, and William Buck knows it, and William Robert Wellesley knows it, you wouldn't get 1/10 of a spit of what Kosch knows. He is a genius when it comes to traffic and technology and foreseeing where the internet's going to go, and that's what you want. Don't you want a person who has an instinctive ability to know where it's going? If you knew where it was going, you'd go. You knew that such a place in your town was going to become a site for an industrial park, you better go down and buy those that acres, wouldn't you? If you had an instinctive sense of where the thing was going, he knows. Time after time after time, he has predicted and shown and developed the necessary tools for us to exploit the direction that the thing went. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Napoleon Bonaparte, who was no slouch in this, said, give me the lucky man. Now, whether George Kosch is lucky, talented, good-looking, totally prepared, it doesn't matter why. It matters that he's been ahead of the game for years and years. When you come to us, you get him. Now, if I didn't give you another damn thing ever again in my whole life, you'd be far ahead of the game. Is that people? Am I making this up? I want you all with the message for George Kosch about, not for him, about him, to tell the world, I would not want to be a single parent without George Kosch. I would not want to try to establish my business in Lahore, Pakistan, without George Kosch, because these people don't understand that the internet is and always will be a technically based environment. Are we all agreed about that? If you don't have the technology, you got squat, you got nothing. Alan, comment.
Absolutely.
I want a bigger comment. I forgot you're New York and charged by the vowel.
No.
Excuse me, what mark's going to cost you, buddy?
There's nobody working harder than George, in this company for us. He finds new and inventive things and inventive tools for us to make money, make it easier. He does the hard. He makes it easier for us. I mean, it's just that simple.
And it must be some kind of Canadian thing. He gives away. If you with us today, and he adds something tomorrow, which we'll do, under ordinary circumstances, you'd have to come and buy that new thing. And that would be the way that most businesses would handle it. But not here. We give it to you. In other words, you come in now, and so as long as you're associated with us, you get the latest thing, the map, the app, the software, the hardware, the technique, recommendation, the steps. And the bottom line of it is, he says he enjoys it. What I don't enjoy is saying, excuse me, I'm going to say something politically incorrect. Alan, feel free to slap my incorrect hand. It goes like this. It pains me when some little whippersnapper from somewhere out the Great Plains of Nebraska or wherever says, I don't need any technological help. And I'm looking at him and saying, excuse me, are you a whittle? Sorry, friends, it just gets up in my ass these things. A person who understands that their success on the net is predicated on having the latest technology delivered to them at a center is full. And I defy any other person in the world to come before this congregation and say that that is not the truth. Come on, I'll debate you up and down, in and out, day and night. Alan, is it true? Doesn't it bother you when people come in here? Take Andy Flintoff. Andy Flintoff from Canada. Andy, speak to us. Andy said that. I don't need technology. What would you take one of my new pussies?
You might well give your computer to me. I can use the extra one.
Okay, we're going to try to talk to Andy Flintoff here. He's gone. The reason that this room clears out when I get up to talk is that they know, and I have a long reputation of being a very blunt-spoken person. One of the great advantages of coming from the heartland of America, the prairies of America, is that you don't make it. Listen, dressing up in Illinois meant putting on a shirt. Shirt. Mine is, I am a country boy from the great acres of America, from the great heartland and the great prairies. And I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to build an empire, you're going to have the right people with you. George Kosch is the textbook perfect definition of the right person to travel with, want to achieve a technical goal. Is that true, Alan?
Absolutely. 100%.
What would you
watch one of his webinars? You'll see.
What would you say to those people who say, I don't need any technical assistance, I'll just get in my MLM and I'll just make millions? Does it bother you? Does it drive you crazy that such level of stupidity defines the average person on the internet?
Off the wall. I mean, again, what are they even here? They're looking in if it wasn't technology. We couldn't even see each other now if it wasn't for technology.
This site, the Live Center, was started in December of 2006. December 19th, 2006, when this particular branch, and it was invented by George Kosch, perfected by him, all the intricate work you need to do that. And listen, folks, this stuff doesn't just get done. It has to, I'll tell you something you know. Computers, as my mother used to say, are literal. They only do what you tell them to do. They don't know what you had in mind to do. So George Kosch had to anticipate not only what to do to make it work, but what to do to have when he screwed it up. He has to anticipate so he can protect stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the job of a good technician, is to know how people are going to stuff so that he can protect against that screw up. All right? I'm going to go to one of my sayings I've been in a long time ago. List is the business is the list. Do you know how many people come in here day after day and don't? And I say to them, well, how big is your list? Well, list? What's that? Excuse me, if my house, which is filled with treasure, you know that, were to catch fire, I'd want to save the one thing in the world to bring it all back. That would be the list. So long as you have a list, you maintain the essential essence of your business, and you cannot know. When I read about Hurricane Han in the Philippines that came out last of the typhoon Hanyang, 41 million Filipino people were displaced by that typhoon. There was no way to save their businesses. Do you know if I'd been down there, the little rash shack in Hawaii, I would have been able to save any number of those businesses by putting them on Worldprofit. Did you ever think about that? Worldprofit is the ultimate business insurance policy. Are things going to happen in your life? Yes. Will there be hurricanes? Will there be floods? Will there be rats? Will this? And many, many more? Absolutely. But we protect your business. Have any of you thought about that? Have you thought about what it's worthwhile that you can go to bed at night and sleep because your business is in a gold-plated environment? And let me tell you something. The first time that I got to see the servers, was in Edmonton, Canada. And George took me over to a major bank in the vault. And it was, you can't imagine what it was like. What you heard was a series of about a million and it never stopped. And to look at those servers in that environment, which had to be climate controlled, had to be very cold. I remember how cold it was in there. It was as if you were hearing the voice of God. I mean, the real that's up there going. What do you think about that, Alan? It was like pilgrimage to Mecca.
Amazing.
And there was one guy, you know who the guy is who makes sure that that thing is pristine and operational? His name is Kosch. How would you like us to dump it on you and say, well, Mark Wallen, you have to do your own analogy. We're not going to help you. You have to get your own servers. How would you like that, apples? You go, well, I don't want to do that. We cater to lazy, smart people. I don't mind the fact that the people are lazy. I mind the fact that they don't make the right decisions. Everybody's lazy. Sometimes feel like I could use a little bit more laziness myself. The clear point of the matter is, we are here to accommodate people who are smart, who know that they can't do it all themselves, and let's say the nitty-gritty of the technology. How many of you could be the head technologist of your own company? Tell me. I want to know. Buy turns off on the Worldprofit service. How long that? Yes. The bottom line is this. He's not a luxury. He's the heart and soul of it, and you ought to say so. Now, I want to speak to administration. Now, some people say that I'd be rather messy. Well, academics are that way. You should see how academic offices is like an explosion of spaghetti. I'm in the middle of writing a book. There are papers everywhere about this book. You know, Sandi Hunter, she makes sure that that doesn't happen to this company. You cannot imagine how many... Every one of those blips means Sandi has to intervene. She has to intervene when someone's having a bad day, when someone screams at someone, when someone doesn't understand even their own name, what's their own address. She has to be charming, efficient, on top of, kindly, diplomatic. You get the picture? She has to saint. When the Pope divvies the next saint, I would put Sandy's name in for saint, because I know what she does. And I know how many times she's covered CYA, Dr. Lant. Thank you, Sandy. And she knows I don't have to remind her. When you have a CEO as blood as I do, you have to have a Sandy. You have to have 3 or 4 Sandi Hunters at the readiness. What do you think about that team there? Right now, let's stop talking. What do you think about the team of George Kosch, Sandi Hunter, and I'm about to add some more names here? Are you surprised by the level of care that you get?
I'm very surprised.
I think
ecstatic
it's
and very appreciative. It's appreciative.
We live in a world where when a country says that we're going to give you top service, you've got to laugh. Top service for them means that you put to the maximum country possible. Service? What is service? Service is what we provide every day at Worldprofit, Inc. Day. How about this? Let's go on. I'm enjoying this. Talk about content. Bill Gates is king. You can't get off. You can't lure people into buying stuff. You've got to provide good content. You get good content around here, Alan. You've got 3 people in this company who are supremely good writers. Now, I have to claim a little bit of credit here. George saying 1 or 2 things about copywriting, but they were naturals. They took my suggestions and ran with them. And you're getting those landing pages as a result. I took my own ideas and created 2 million printed words, so you guys could have never we without content, never ever without content. What do you think about that? Are we in charge of next year?
Excellent.
Can you guys write as well as I do?
Anywhere.
I'm asking you. I want to know. Have I got any competition in this audience? No way. I don't need to thank you. I'm giving you a
practice.
Wow, I'm giving you the respect of one colleague, one professional to another. And she deserves it. You know me, I would never compliment garbage. It's beneath me. Think about closing. What do you think about closing deals? Does anybody out there have monitors? The way we have you a single place on this entire planet that has monitors closing people's deals? Have you? Alan, anybody?
No. Not for somebody else.
Over the
Some
course
deals
of
for
the last
themselves.
20 years. Yes, this is good. We have 24 hours a day. You know, I got to tell you, I love Harvard, as you all know. I love having gotten the seal of approval. One of my friends at Harvard, when George and Sandy and I were setting up this live business center, one of my friends at college at Harvard, a very wealthy man, said, "Are you kidding? You'll never pull that off, Lant. And that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Who's going to want to do that? Who's going to want to help anyone in our selfish day and age?" He was rhapsodic. He had the blip in his teeth. He loved saying, "You'll never pull it off." Every Christmas I send him a note saying, "Still pulling it off. Still pulling it off." You know why we're pulling it off? Because there are good people all over the world who want to help other people succeed. The good people of the world are not going to let the whole shebang crash down around us for a fight. Is that true? Do you feel? I feel 100%. When I come into Worldprofit, I'm a nut that I've got a safety net, and that safety net is any amount of aggravation. When you talk to the average person in Moldova or Zimbabwe or Sri Lanka, you're talking to people who have no help whatsoever. That's not us. When they come to us, they get help 24/7. Right? You know what? They can't believe it. They think it's a hoax. It is so good. They think it must be some catch. Yeah, the catch. You got to have a joining mentality. Come in, be prepared to help us, help everyone. If you can't do that, then this is not worth doing. Alan, do you think when you come in here that when you have questions and problems and things that pertain to your business, do you think that people listen to you? Do you think actually hear, or do you think this is just like what's in the marionette?
You get the utmost care. Everybody's this is a true family of people looking to help each other, to make money, change lives, and get to that next level. Any question you have is answered. You're attended to as best as possible.
Yes, 24/7, 365. And friends, Christmas. And go around on Christmas Day, you know what I mean. People say, you're going to drive for Christmas? Try. We had a full component. We had a terrific sales day. What about New Year's Eve? We had a terrific day because the monitors came in. Each of them did a little bit. Some of them did more than others. Make it all work. And that's this place work. So what we're going to do here, I've run through my half an hour, but I'm going to stick up with you a little bit more because I wanted to bring in, let's see what we got. One of the many sale marketing programs that we have is learning how to do video marketing. It still grieves me how many people don't get it. Now, let me give you the play here. I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts on a very snowy day, the kind of day that produces black ice, which produces CEOs on their head on the bricks. So Dr. Lant does not go out on days with black ice, which is today. Instead, I sit here and I help people, nudge people, make them see the future, and that is our goal. And the monitors do that. When you have a video bot and a list, you are golden. You can sell anything. You know that I've said to you, some of you guys, you don't understand. When we say multiple income streams, we mean multiple income streams. If you at this time are not having multiple income streams, then you do not have the power of the net. Alan, let's just say that I wanted to sell my 20th book. Do you think getting up here and doing a program on my 20th book would sell copies of that book? Do you think if I got up here and I was my charming self and I just sat here and I answered questions and I read it a little bit and I took a few hundred orders, do you think that's plausible?
Yeah, you can do it, yeah.
I can do it and I can teach you to do it. If you're a monitor, you get taught to do these things. Like Alan is learning how to. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Alan. Alan has lived in the inner city so long, he thinks that everyone's an urban terrorist. He kind of has developed eyes in the back of his head. He's very cautious with people. He doesn't open it, he doesn't play his head, he doesn't let you see too much. And my response to that is, well, then you come play with me. I don't want to ask. How many questions about your life have I asked you?
Maybe 3.
I asked him where he lived so that I could figure out which time zone he was in. What else did I ask you? Maybe 2. Not too. In other words, not too many, right?
He asked me if he makes decisions about my other business. That one I can remember.
Yes, he did. The point of the matter is that when you are teaching video marketing, and most people on the right-hand side are video marketing now. The whole thing is to get out there and learn to fly. Why? So that you can sit up, hold your product, and say, see this Cuisinart? This is what it does. Each of you is cut into your own network via our server. What do you think about that? Have you thought that? Or have you thought about what it's going to be? Did you ever watch any of the great hunters on television like Arthur Godfrey? He made millions of dollars. Dr. Peep, Benton T. You get the picture? The reason he's being so quiet is because he never thought about it before. He's thinking about it now for the first time, aren't you? Tell the truth. Well, we've lost Alan. He's lost in cyberspace. The truth of the matter is,
he froze a little bit. Okay.
I'm saying, did you ever think about Alan up there selling products, talking to people?
Oh no, not at all. I never thought I'd be able to be the monitor until you asked me to, Dr. Lant. But I'm always willing to learn.
I sort of commandeer.
That's true. But I was willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. I'm still willing to learn.
And for those of you who wonder when people come in here and stick around, they leave. Believe me, let me tell you a little story about my mother told me. George and Sandy and I used to do these dog and pony shows all over North America. We were the first people to go into a city and set up shop and do it in a training course. We did it in a plus elegant fashion. We had a formal dinner, a very special party for Sandi Hunter's chocolate party yesterday night on the lecture show. It was done very well. One day I was wound up like a barnstormer that I am when I was giving a lecture in Los Angeles. And at the end of the lecture, no one applauded, no one said anything. They just felt like they were mesmerized. I was angry. You know, what the hell? I get up and give my heart, my soul, my blood, my teeth, and anything else that I was movable. And my mother was there, and she said, what the hell do you expect? You talk a mile a minute. You're telling them about things that are directly pertinent. They know they're important. They've never heard these things before, and they're doing you the kindness to focus on you. So you shut up and let them get out of it. My mother was a very, very forceful and direct woman. She did any work. The fact that I was her son only made her harder on me than anyone else. That's what happens here. These people come in. They know they don't have these things. It's not that they think that they do. They don't. They know. They're at the bottom of the barrel. The last $100. They have no friends, nowhere to go. No one likes them. They've got problems up at the zoo, and they come into us and they go, they know they need us. They know they need us. They also need a little bit of time to think about it. So our job is every time they come in to say, well, is today the day? Scared. They get scared because we're powerful and we have our act together, and they're put in and definitely do not have their act together. So we have to feel sorry for these people, but we also have to press them back. You understand me? Our goal is empathy and movement. Not one, not the other, but both. You understand, Mr. Alan Joseph? What do you think about that?
Absolutely.
The limit, push.
Absolutely.
Now we have Danny Van Dyke from south Africa, I imagine. Danny Van Dyke, come forward. We have a special offer for you. What will happen during the remainder of this day and tomorrow is the people who are in the window will creep in here because they don't want to be assisted by coming in, but they will creep in. People will close the deal. And I know this happens because I look at the stats before I go to bed and when I wake up, and I recognize the names. They have people who came in here. We have to keep holding their hand. Like it or not, that's part of the monitor business. Hold their hand, kick their butt. At the same time. If you do that, you win a Nobel Prize for dexterity. Danny Van Dyke, we're calling you. We're waiting to hear from you. Well, now what I'm going to ask you to do is we're going to read the offer. First of all, I'm going to have you read the declaration I want to tell people a little refinement here. George Kosch, as usual, to mark, as if you look at the right side, after certain names, it says USA, South Africa, whatever. If they're from one of the countries as part of the mission, you give them the blue message. I'm going to put up on it. The blue message. Alan, why am I doing these things? Alan, post the blue message. D7. There you go. Now read it. Yeah.
Danny, and to everybody else, this is a special outreach for all internet from Asia, 4 Middle Eastern countries, as well as Soviet bloc nations, South America, and China. Worldprofit gives you a special warm welcome. If you want to profit on the internet, we can help. To begin, you will require $99.95 US, and if you do not have it, let us know once. We may be able to assist. After arranging the necessary funds, click Watch Video button. Okay, it's 7 minutes long, and watch carefully. Let the monitor on duty know when you are finished, and please follow these directions as our traffic is heavy. We rely on cooperation and good manners, and anyone from the room with them. Having trouble watching the video, click on the video button.
Don't worry about that right now. That's technical. Here's the deal. For anyone from the United States, Canada, or Western Europe, they get the green message. Okay, they get their standard message about the video. If they're from, like Danny from South Africa, they get the blue message. They all know the place anyway. But now that we know instantly where they're from, we are able to say, hello, Danny. I gather you're from South Africa. And boy, are they impressed. Wow, how did you know that? I also know how much food in the refrigerator and the fact that you're beating your wife, so stop doing that. Well, actually, we don't quite as much as that. But we're working on it. Okay, Alan, I want you to carry on with reading the offer. This is the offer that's going to 140 people right now, and will go all over the internet when Patrice told us this afternoon. Give the old college try, Monsieur Joseph.
Okay. And to all our guests, what you're seeing is a community of real people worldwide, making money for themselves and each other, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Earnest and profit. Fill out the form in front of you and become a free associate. You will automatically enter our members area, and once you arrive, hit hello and say hi. Then, click the green button, watch the video. It will start immediately. To be ready to join our community when you've watched the complete video. You'll all get the bonuses, including 50,000 guaranteed visitors. And as our gift to you, our CEO, Dr. Lant's 19th ebook, Net Profit. It's on Amazon, $29.95. Yours free.
Carry on, my boy. We got more goodies to give out.
If you're a new silver member, start making money here and watch the bootcamp lesson 1 video. That one. And remember, you get 50,000 free guarantees just for attending tomorrow's Anything Goes program. You can take your pick of awesome premium, 50,000 guaranteed visitors to the website of your choice, and the ebook by Dr. Lant on internet success, and many more. End of the program, the monitor will give you a goodie credit to claim the free item you want from the goodie bag on the left menu side.
Couple of suggestions. First of all, it sounds like my free is broken out next door. Tell your colleagues to hush up before you go on there. Bribe them, buy work, give them cookies, give them lock them in the clock, use imagination. Because it all transmits. Okay? You just speak to Mallory. You see Mallory's name on the top of the right-hand side?
Yes, Mallory.
Is on the one-time only offer.
Mallory, for time offer, you get 500 landing pages, 1,500 real traffic sources, sale closings 24 hours a day, over 150 members placed underneath you, e-blast, emails to 90,000 per month, and over 100,000 ad credits per month. You also get the Facebook marketing courses on how to generate thousands of leads using Facebook marketing tactics. And remember, you can use these resources to generate leads and traffic for any business.
Now, what do you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being graduation, 1 being entry. Where are you on the list here?
I give myself a 7. A 7.
And what do you think needs to happen to boost you up? At least 2 months. And I want to call upon all the members of the community to advise Alex. Members of this community, I want you to advise Alan about what to do, particularly those of you who are senior monitors of long standing and know the rope. Help out here. I want to pass him. I like Alan. I don't like the fact that he's running low with silly in the basement. But aside from that little problem, members, post some guidance here for Alan. Good advice.
Well, Mallory, it cost, do you have $100? How much can you come up with today?
Mallory, can I give you a piece of advice? This is Dr. Lant, the CEO. Are you here, Mallory? I'm dedicating this song to Alan because he's not a real New Yorker. I'm more of a New Yorker than Alan is. He's a piker. He's from Poughkeepsie. Listen to me, Mallory. Mallory, speak to me. Where are all those? Mallory, Alan Joseph is a person who's bucking for a promotion in this company. If you come in, he's going to move up. You're going to get the best offer I've made all day. I'm going to promise you, if you will come together with us, you're going to get the offer I've made all day. Are you willing? I can make this happen. Alan, work with Mallory. We're going to make this happen, and we're going to give Mallory the best possible deal. And you're going to soar. Well, talk to her. This is your promotion looking you in the face. Close the seal. Mallory, do you have money? Bucks, come on now, Alan. Don't freeze on me, baby. Come on!
Mallory, the offer you get here is unbelievable. We'll just give you 50 members underneath you. We're going to give you 100. Okay, if you order buying that much you need to become a part of this community of people who make money.
Oh, Mallory, you do. We're going to make it happen. Mallory, where do you live? Where do you live, Mallory? Mallory, I deal with, have 2 million members. I can solve any problem in this world. If you throw at me, I need you to work with Alan. You need to work with me. You need to have what I can give you. Come on, Mallory, work with me. Members of this community, help Mallory see that this $100, people, that is nothing. I spent it this morning. I'm going to spend another one this afternoon. Come on, Mallory, you can do this. Work with us. Calling Robin Go from Canada. Oh, Canada. Coming for you. Mallory, if you won't work with him, I don't know what to say. That's why you need us, child. You see, I've got Robin. You see, Mallory, if you goof up, because I gotta have Alan happy. It reflects on kids.
Mallory, PayPal has two programs. Okay, PayPal has. If you read the program I just put up for you, you'll see exactly how it helps you. PayPal Extra MasterCard. This gives you instant credit and payment, and it's not due for another 30 days. Also, you have e-check.
Mallory, look at what the people are writing on the screen. We want this to happen for you, for him, for us, for all of us, and it will happen, with or without you. Whoa!
Mallory, you can go on PayPal. You can go and you'll see where it says PayPal Extra MasterCard. Or you can do the e-check, where you are writing a check against your bank account. But be careful how you use e-check. PayPal makes an immediate electronic transfer demand on the bank account. If things are not there, you have an SF fund on your account outstanding. But you can get a PayPal credit, which won't be due for another 30 days. That's one way you can do it. Just click this button right here, and it'll take you directly there. Or you can call the service number right below.
Now, put Robin into this. Come on, Robin, go to your Canada. I got X.
And Robin, we're waiting for your spot. Are you ready to make money on the internet, Robin?
Alan, you got to
as
stay
well
with
as
Mallory.
Marion. Okay, I'll click it again for you. Just read this form right here I sent to you. You can click the link that's in blue, or call the PayPal customer service number. Either one is okay. Here.
Alan, you're the captain of the ship. Make this happen. Bring in Robin. Robin's getting echoes.
Robin, wait.
How Campbell
Wait
on
for
the
a
order form.
response.
Alan, you got to be the agent of flexibility, malleability, balance, and you got to have charm, like me. Just model your charm factor on me.
Robin, we're waiting for a response from you, Robin. Are you ready to make it?
Robin, we're gonna build the world for you. I'd like to speak to you. Stacy Hunt. People, we have a deal that won't quit for each of you, but if you don't talk to us, you're not getting it. Howard Campbell can't hear us. Mallory, you're so sorry if we throw it off in the trash. You are going to weep bitter tears, darling. And I'm beginning to think that we Candy Bridges are not only smarter than you New Yorkers, We're more aggressive than you are. Oh my God, now that I know that, the world is my oyster. Mark Whalen is giving you good advice. Talk to them, Alan. Stacy Hunt, come on, Hunt child. Valerie, Marion, Robin, I've got the best deal in the world for you if you will just stop being so arrogant and talk to us. You're in a, would you please act like it? Two-minute warning for Robin. 2-minute warning for Robin. 2-minute warning for Marion. 2-minute warning, I'm going to throw you out. And Mallory, you're on my to be thrown out list. Do you want to go out with the garbage? Come out, speak to me. Folks, there is not any deal that I will not consider. Come on. Stacy, I'm tired of boring people, dull people, witless people. Tell me you're smart, good looking, and fun to be on a date. Tell me. Marion, you've been here before. You joined our community. Alan, you've got to help me because I already am a CEC. President.
Stacy, Marion, have you watched the video? Do you want the traffic? As to any business that you're promoting, do you need the traffic? Do you want the traffic? Wonderful.
Yes.
Did you see the video? Marion, did you see the video? Great. So you're ready to join us. Is that correct?
Mary, do you know who I am, Dr. Lant? I am the deal make fool around the place. I'll make the deal that you will love if you will work with us. You know, Alan, I want you to read people and make them an offer.
Marion, not only do you get the $1,500 bonus mentioned in the video, you also get e-blast. Not only traffic that was mentioned in the video, you also get to e-blast any website of yours to 90,000 every month. You get 500 landing pages. Not a problem, Marion. You get 500 landing pages. You get 1,500 real traffic sources. Okay? Also, people like myself, Dr. Lance, and all the other monitors will start closing sales for you today without ever charging you any.
This is all on the tape. Here's what you come up and say your bit. I want us close. Alan, I want you to go down, and I want you to come up when Patrice is up. And I'll do my regular thing and end this program. Come on now, Howard Campbell, Marion, Robin. Come up, Patrice, and help us. Help Alan. Help Marion. Help Robin. Help Howard. We've got a whole bunch of people here who are just hanging on the edge there.
Yeah,
they don't get any money. They don't have any friends. They don't have any technical service.
Oh, please. Take that step. You will not regret it. It is so wonderful to be able to work with a team of real people and have all the tools, resources, training, everything you need supplied for you. And it's always kept right up to date too. But the prices never go up. You get all the newest, latest, but the prices never go up. So if you're serious about wanting success in your online ventures, fill out that form and place the red Order Now button. Order now and you'll be in and have your own successful online business. Right today, you'll be up and running. And if you want to check out the replay of today's program, it's going to be up on our new World Profit Tube at www.worldprofittube.com and also on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter. And check out my home business central at www.20waystoprofit.com. See an example of what we're supplied here at World Profit. And also I've used the tools and resources here from World Profit to help people to create abundance by gardening. You can check that out at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And with that, I'll say my adieus and I'll be up in the next hour here. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.
Okay, come back, Alan. Now here's the deal for Brenda, Howard, Robin, Mallory, Marion, and Robin. I'm going to give each of you 100 associates my personal list, in addition to everything that the offer contains, in addition to that incredible extravaganza package. But you have to order in the next 7 minutes, and the clock starts now. This offer at 7 minutes the hour will not be made again for Brenda, Howard, Robin, Mallory, or anyone else who's in this place right now. If you want the deal, click on the red box. If you don't want the deal, then leave now, because we are very busy. I've got over 150 right now. There's just me. Alan, what happened to you? Ready now. Bruce, I don't know where Alan is, but you might as well come up.
Okay, Dr. Lant, and
up again, we'll bring back
Dr. Lant, actually, it's folks will be getting a bad echo here, so maybe I'll let you finish off, and then I'll end the recording and be back up.
Okay.
Okay, bye for now.
Yeah, I'm going to end the recording, okay?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. We have had a incredibly frank discussion with people like Mary, Valerie. You guys are not making any money. You're in a position to make any money. You don't know how to make money. You can't sell. You don't have any assistance to make money. And temerity to stand before us as business people. We have absolutely everything you require to have to make money. Absolutely everything, the best offer in the world right now. So this is Dr. Net. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. In addition, if anything goes, and be real the truth here. There's nothing in shorter supply than the truth. Justice in the American way, right? This has been Dr. Jeffrey Net, your CEO, your co-sponsor, your co-founder, and the nudge par excellence at World Profit. www.worldprofit.com. And now we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled program. Lisa's going to come up. I'm going to stay up on this thing until Alan comes back. And we're going to bring in Mary.